day of remembrance and tribute to the victims of terrorism. And that day served as a reminder to us all of the value of peace and why peace should be maintained in our society. With this, I say a wonderful welcome to another exciting episode of The Sunday Show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. And I am your girl, Gabriela Gabriel. Mr. Chris is unavoidably absent, so I'm going to be doing this alone. And it doesn't change the fact that we are still going to have fun on The Sunday Show as usual. So today, I have two exciting guests. As always, you know, there's no dulling on this show. And one of them is a Peace Corps commandant, and the other guest is a comedian. Yeah. We have some fun loaded for you, I told you. And of course, there's going to be some other juicy stuff coming in between, so you don't want to miss any part of the show today. So let's get the ball rolling with our very own T-Fits. He said we should phase out that name, but now, let's get the ball rolling with our very own Mr. No Yama Yama.
Okay, I like it when you stand up with him. No Yama Yama. But Gabriela, thank you so much. You just captivate my soul without your intro. Still on the matter. Still on the matter. Oh my God, come along with us. You're not. Do I finish it? Let me hold it there for now. Yes, so we are going straight to the matter. Super sets. 1, 2, back to back. And then we will definitely take a small rest. Let's see what the combination look like. Remember, I'm going to pick your poison. Then add it to your workout routine and tell us what you are getting out of it. And remember, no play, silent play. Oh my God, still on the matter. Okay. You know, the strength aspect of this game is vital. Let us say we did under muscle, so we have to create more muscle inside our system. And to the age, it will get meaning. So we're going to go this way. For those that can do sit-back push-up, follow along. If you cannot do a normal push-up, you can hear what Knight is telling you. Oyana, come along with me if you are here. Sit back and a good push-up. Sit back and a good push-up. Just see what is coming. Look at what is coming very soon. There's a hip hinge here. There's a push-up here. And straight to the matter. We have the leg elevated. Oh my God! You know that when you elevate the leg off the floor, your elbow now posterior chain, horizontal plane is going to be catching a lot of fire. Oh my God! Oh, this one now, stew and what do I use? I use potato. Oh my God, I got that. Oh! But remember, it's a compound movement, a lot of muscle, a lot of joints. Now let's go again. They say, listen, come along with us. Don't touch the dive. The sun, they show the hot. Still on the matter. We're bringing in the push-up again. This time around, on Bono Bar, we're going to add a plyometric movement to it. What is that? We're lying down. And, oh! Every time your leg leaves the ground, you know what will happen to your heart rate? You're going to go up. You're not going to leave your house. And you're there. So let's go back to this movement. There's one kind of movement. And let's forget the name. I see what is happening. I want your hips high. And the legs leaving the ground. Oh my God. Pushing muscle. Another plyometric movement. We said the super set. 1 plus 2. The second one will be this. You know that when this leg is decreased that heavy abduction. There's something happening to your Bluetooth muscle. I know the women like Bluetooth muscle. Even Gabriela was telling me the other day. Hey, Ivano, one of them is this. Extend it. Oh my God. Interesting. What do you do to the right, to the left? Are you catching fun? You must catch fun. You must enjoy the process. Remember, for you to transform, habit. Oh my brother, my sense. Come on, we have work to do. We said the super set. Let me drop this number for you. You know, rest and work and synergy, they enter their set. Let me tell you this now. Okay. Rest and work are very vital. We build habits, then they will build us. Dig deep. No habit, nothing will change. Oh, the song just stopped. But they say I still have time. Come on, let's go again. Let's start from defense, super set. Defense, still on the matter. Still on the matter. Still on the matter. Keep watching this one. Gabriela, can you help me?
Hold on. So, Tiffy,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
No problem.
We know you've been giving us amazing content.
Okay.
First off,
Yeah.
women are still waiting for the more Ebano building exercises.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Inni, and we're going to concentrate on the
That's
Ibano.
next week's Sunday.
By the grace
Thank
of God.
you. So tell us, where can we find you on social media?
On social media, you find me. Just check No Yama Yama. You find me there. On Instagram, yeah. No Yama Yama. Facebook, you find me there. But there's something coming. Just watch. I will drop the other numbers. Then you can find me if you want to come one-on-one with me. Come straight to Onyadura Estate in Savo or Onyadura Estate in Savo. Ask anybody at Savo. You're going to know Yama Yama. They'll just tell you where to get No Yama Yama.
Wow, thank you so much.
End of story.
Amazing, thank you.
Oh no! This is not the matter. Keep watching the sound. The show.
Okay, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, it will be sports segment straight up. Thank you.
I'm a Mutani, because I pull up in the Mutunja son. Asama Gada Guago, I got to come back and Wukadi zone. It should be like Simon walk. Past life when I Wukadi one. And I'm a Bugaija bomb. Fino on the highway. Here is the highway. Omaka highway. Shalom na highway. Owam na highway. To be on a highway. And a chocolate butter banana. Look on the wine. Here, agreement. On your front, Jack Papiasiawa, be faded. So, no again on complete. A second street, no complete. Listen on the tip on 100. Manity and the man, it are complete. Fino on your highway. Here is the highway. Omaka highway. Shalom na highway. Owam na highway. To be on a highway.
Yeah, a lovely afternoon out there to you. As I welcome you to the Sunday show sports segment, I'm Stanley Clifford, and we are good to go. We start with the Super Falcons. Well, after the FIFA's Female World Cup hosted by Australia and New Zealand, after the Super Falcons superlative performance, the new FIFA ranking is out, and behold, Nigeria Super Falcons is placed 32nd in the world and first in Africa. The number one team in the old world when it comes to female football right now is Sweden, followed by Spain, USA, England. France is occupying number 5. Germany is occupying number 6. Netherlands number 7, Japan number 8, Brazil number 9, Canada number 10, and Australia number 11. We jump to number 30 that have Poland 31, Argentina 32, Super Falcons. And we say kudos to the Nigerian Super Falcons and to the coach that took them to the World Cup for a job well done. And we believe and hope that the Super Falcons will sooner or later be at the first 10 team in the old world. Away from the Super Falcons, let's move to continental football. Over the weekend, Bendel Insurance of Edo State played its CAF Confederation Cup with ASO Chief of Algeria, and the game ended 1-0 in favor of ASO Chief. Earlier on, Bendel Insurance defeated at the Ogbe Stadium the ASO Chief 1-0, and the tie ended 1-0 in Algiers, which warranted a penalty, and Bendel Insurance triumphs 4-3. And Godwin Obasaki, who also wish them well. Seeing them up to the airport, was on ground to welcome them back to Edo State by giving them a lousy welcome for a job well done. Away from the Confederation Cup, Enyimba International of Nigeria will today, after a 4-3 loss to Al Ali Benghazi in Tripoli last 2 weeks, are back at home to play, to see if they can move on to the next stage of the CAF Champions League. Enyimba is playing at Aba Township Stadium, while Remo Star is playing Medema. From Medema is a team from Ghana. Remo Stars lost the first leg 0-1, and we believe today at the Kene Township Stadium, Remo Star will overturn the table to see themselves moving to the next stage of the CAF Champions League. Other matches in the CAF Champions League is ASEC Mimosa versus Carton Sports, AS Vita Club versus Primera Augusta, Enyimba versus Al Ali Benghazi, Remo versus Medema. And from the Sunday Show Sport crew, we wish Enyimba and Remo Star a victory ahead later in the day. Yeah, let's move to the European football. Yesterday, matches were played across Europe: England, Spain, Italy, Belgium, Holland. But we won't take all the matches. We'll take the one from England, Spain, and Italy. In England, on Friday, Chelsea, after a 3-1 loss to West Ham last week, came back into the winning ways with a 3-0 defeat of Luton Town. And we saw Raheem Sterling out on fire with 2 goals. Yesterday, at the Old Trafford, Taiwo Adewoniyi with his Nottingham Forest started with a bright start, 2-0 first half. Under 2 minutes, Awoniyi scored, but they couldn't sustain the match as they lost 3-2 to Manchester United. Everton, that started on the wrong footing, 2 matches, 2 losses, and the third match yesterday was a loss. They lost at the home ground of Everton, 0-1 to Wolves. And Burnley is playing today against Aston Villa. Later in the day, we will also see Chelsea against Man City, and the top match of the day will be Liverpool versus Newcastle versus Liverpool, because Liverpool is traveling to St. James's Park to meet Newcastle, and Newcastle we know is hot this very season, and we know what is going to happen. It's going to be a thriller of goals between Newcastle and Everton. Newcastle and Liverpool, I mean. In Spain, we saw what happened on Friday, Celta Vigo against Real Madrid. The new boy on the block, Jude Bellingham, after 3 matches, he has scored 4 goals, meaning that in Europe this season, there will be thrillers of goals. Jude Bellingham moved from Dortmund to Real Madrid, and first 3 matches, 4 goals and 1 assist. What a good record to start with. Other matches that were played on Friday in Spain was Las Palmas playing a 0-0 draw. Sevilla lost at home yesterday to Girona, 2-1, and that makes a 3 loss for Sevilla. 3 matches, 3 losses. Today in Spain, almighty Barcelona will visit the Yellow Submarine, Villarreal, for a match, and that match is going to be the talk of the town. While in Italy, we have today's match, Victor Osimhen, Napoli versus Osasuna. Napoli versus Sassuolo. And this is what time permits us for today. Till we come on your way again next week, from my end, I say, have a lovely day, and don't forget, if you are in Aba or in Ikene, don't forget to go and cheer up Enyimba and Remo Star. On this note, I hand over to Gabriela.
Amazing. Thank you so very much, Mr. Stanley. So I want to ask, how well is the Nigerian Football Organization or Association treating our local football team?
For now, it's based on the club level. At least there is no player in the Nigerian Professional Football League today whose salary is less than 100,000 naira.
Okay.
Of which some civil servants are not getting that. So Nigerian football is improving.
Is improving. Amazing. I'm just so very much happy to hear that, because I watched a bit of the match yesterday. I think the match against Nottingham, and that's why I know. That's where I know what they are winning. So I mean, when I saw those names, I was like, yeah, our boys are doing well. Even in foreign clubs.
Upcoming, and the season has started. 3 goals, 3 matches. It's a good record to start with.
Well, that's very amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Stanley.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're still tuned into the Sunday Show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. During the course of the week, the Oodua People's Congress had their festival, the Oloku Olosa Festival. And as usual, your darling Sunday Show was there to take record of the moment. Stay with us as we bring you a glimpse of the biggie.
It is a common belief among the Yoruba traditional worshippers that Olokun, referred to as the sea goddess of wealth, has the ability to bestow wealth on her followers and bring prosperity to her host community. To celebrate this highly honored and revered goddess, members of the Oodua Congress New Era, headed by Chief Razak Arogundade, held its annual Olokun Olosa Festival at Debojo Beach, Ibejuleki in Lagos State. Traditional monarchs, various chapters of Oodua Congress New Era, nationwide and traditional worshippers, dressed in immaculate white attires, graced the occasion to pay homage to the goddess of wealth, Olokun.
I pray that the great things will be witnessed in Debojo, our host community, over the next 12 months. The petition were based on the promise of Olokun Sheriade after we had concluded process of worshipping and appeasing the sea deities.
Customs and tradition of the people and land need to be preserved to prevent it from going into extinction.
So this is the time for us to wake up. This is the time for us for spiritual awakening, to know that what we have must be cherished.
The celebration of Olokun Olosa Festival featured scintillating performance by live band musicians, presentation of gifts to the President Oodua Congress New Era, and recognition of award recipients for their unwavering support to the organization.
Working harmoniously for the progress and
The annual Olokun Olosa Festival celebration is promoted by Oodua Festival Initiative, OFI, under the leadership of the President Oodua Congress New Era, Chief Razak Arogundade.
Welcome back to the Sunday Show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Right here with me in the studio, I have a young man, and he's one of a kind. He is the first disabled comedian to perform at the AY live show. He goes by the full name Dada Samuel Femi, and his nickname is Sammy Cole. Sammy is a content creator and a skit maker, and he has tens of thousands of views of his content on Instagram and on TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, please receive with me Sammy Cole. Woo! Yeah, it's good to have you, Sammy. Welcome to the Sunday Show.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in your bio, you said you studied special education business education of intellectually disabled persons at the Federal College of Education, Oyo. Okay. So, I mean, that's very profound. How was it for you going through school?
So at first it was tough, but as time goes on, then I cope, because it has not been easy. Going for lectures, waking up early in the morning, going for lectures, and doing assignments. It has not been easy, but I cope by the grace of God.
So, how did you find your way into comedy?
There was one day that I actually I love watching skits.
Okay.
So there was one day I just say, what this guy can do, I can also do it. It was like 2021 that I started comedy.
Okay.
I first started as a skit maker.
Okay.
Before then as time goes on, I also joined stand-up comedy. So that is it.
Okay. And how has it been since you started comedy? Like, what fulfillment do you get from doing comedy?
Although it inspires me a lot.
Okay, it inspires you a lot. Okay.
Inspires me a lot because all I can, comedy has been my calling since, but I don't know until I discovered last 2 years ago.
Oh.
that I was a comedian.
Very good.
Then people around me that they always say that I'm funny.
Okay.
2020.
Okay.
People around me always say that I'm funny, but me, I don't think I'm funny as fun. But people just inspires me that I'm funny. Then on 2021, then I see that I should try comedy. Then it worked. So that is it.
So how did people react to your content the first time you started?
The first time, they'll just say, this disabled comedian. Go say, she can't find one work to do. You understand? For me, I don't listen to people. I do my thing like this. Then the experience I had, sacrifice of data. No posting of Instagram and
yes, it's data consuming.
I sacrifice a lot for comedy, so data, time, I can just bring up an idea, then I just post it online. That is one of the experiences that I have.
That's amazing. So we're talking about work. Besides comedy, what else do you do?
Actually, I am a quality assurance internship currently now.
Okay.
Working in a tech company.
Okay.
So the name of the company is Seamless HR.
Okay.
It's at Ikeja.
Okay.
Ogba side at
Okay.
Ikeja. So that is it. Then I am also a graphic designer. I do graphics. I love graphics so much.
Okay.
I love graphics so much. Then also I know about Microsoft Word and all that thing. Then I am also a teacher by profession.
Okay, yeah.
When you hear education course,
yes,
you would have known that there is teacher
there
involved.
Okay.
So I'm also a teacher. Even before I joined the internship program,
yes,
I was teaching in one special school.
Okay.
It's called the vocational center. So it's called Yanowa Care Foundation. It's a foundation whereby we cater for people with special needs.
Okay.
So it's just the vocational center whereby people learn vocational skills like so I'm now in the computer aspect
of it. Okay.
The computer aspect and speech therapist. It's amalgamate with special education stuff.
Okay.
So that is it.
Oh, that's amazing. So, what is your most memorable moment in your journey of content creation and comedy and skit making so far? I don't want to have to say it, so don't say I already know.
The most memorable moment is when I perform at AY Live Show.
Wow.
Because even thanks to Osita Popcorn on Instagram, he came to my house and interviewed me that what is my wish. So I just answered him that my wish to become the first celebrity person to perform at AY Live Show. They were like, comedian, like this, comedian. Then you get, then he posted it by faith.
Okay.
By faith that God, well, we should just try it, whether it will work out. Then in the comment section they were like, AY is a big show that you will not allow this kind of a person to perform at
at his show.
I just overlook I overlook the comments.
Now your faith
The
must be
comment
really
section.
strong.
The comment section. So there's many type of discrimination comments that how can they like call this kind of a person this and that. I say well in my mind I say there's God. There's God. Then after like some weeks, I replied in the comment section that they should make me available at the show. People that were commenting negative were they change their ways. That they don't believe that AY will call my attention to this thing. You know, AY is a very busy man.
Yeah.
Apart from comedy, he's a very busy man. So I thank God, Sha.
Amazing. But since after the time you performed at AY's live show, how did that affect your career? What impact did it have?
Like people respect me a lot because you know
amazing.
You know after the show, because I am the kind of person that I don't show people my plan. I just shock them. You understand? Many of them don't know that I am a comedian. I just shock them like this. I just shock them.
That's truly inspiring. So how would you say that how supportive would you say that the Nigerian entertainment sector has been to disabled artists?
You know, this is the first disabled as a comedian. I don't really know, Sha, but this is to enter an entertainment industry is not easy. You need connection. You need connection because you know as a disability, people will discriminate sometimes. Like you cannot come to the show, you understand? But there are some times that if I make inquiry for shows, they'll be like the place has been filled up. Then I'll be like, well, then I you know in life you start from some little. Then I started attending comedy clubs, like giving them my talent stuff. Then like that. I'm just coping, Sha. That by the grace of God, I will enter into entertainment industry fully
and more in the bigger way. That's very amazing. But before we call it a day, it's been really wonderful having you on set. I'm very excited. But then, tell us, just say something to somebody out there watching you who is with a disability and the person inside them. Like you said, it was in you that comedy was always there. There's somebody out there with a disability, but they are not able to bring it out yet. I want you to say something encouraging to them, something that would make them say, I watched Sammy Cole and that was what spurred me on to bring out my light.
I will just say to people with disability, don't give up. You can also do all things well. The people that are living without disability, they don't have 5 eggs. You get? So you can also do what thing. Don't give up on your dreams. Always have it at the back of your mindset that yes, I can do this thing. I can do that.
Okay, so we will join the network news now. We'll come back to Sammy Cole. Thank you.
International, I am Comfort Amadu. The federal government of Nigeria has refuted the fake news making the rounds on some social media platforms that Nigeria's ambassador to the Republic of Niger, Mohamed Usman, has been expelled from the country. The statement by the spokesperson, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, urges the public to disregard such news. And the statement added that the federal government warns against any fake news that can jeopardize its effort to bring about peace in Niger Republic. Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa has won a second term in office. Elections officials have declared, but the opposition has rejected the result of a vote that international observers said fell short of democratic standards. The president 52.6% of the ballots against 44% for the main challenger Nelson Chamisa. 8:45, according to official results announced by the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, ZEC. And presidential results were welcomed by the celebratory chairs of a few ruling party supporters at the news conference venue. The president, in his acceptance speech, said he's humbled by the trust and confidence his people have reposed in him, again pledging to do his best for his people. International observers say the election fell short of democratic standards and the opposition has rejected the results. Shelling has killed one child and wounded at least 2 other people in the Asian Malian city of Timbuktu. A local official and a hospital source have confirmed. Now, armed terrorist groups targeted the town of Timbuktu with a shell that fell near the market, near the Malian Solidarity Bank, said an army spokesman. 4 civilians were taken to hospital. A local elected official said 2 shells launched by terrorists crashed in the city center of Timbuktu and killed an 11-year-old girl. One of those wounded was a 4-year-old girl, and the official said an Islamist fighter had held the city under blockade for several days. A West African country which has seen 3 coups in a decade is ruled by a military junta that has pressed for the UN's MINUSMA mission to leave. The United Kingdom of Atlantic's UKA is opening its doors to investors around the world, and the first phase of this investment and citizenship drive was held in Abuja, where the leadership of the island nation interacted with potential investors. The United Kingdom of Atlantic is a collection of 10 Atlantic islands in the Atlantica that came together to form one monarchical democracy. It evolved from the history of the old Atlantics destroyed by the sea thousands of years ago. A new Atlantic, now striving in a peaceful and prosperous nation, is asking people around the world to be part of the history with investment opportunities in sectors like real estate, transportation, education, power and agriculture. The UKA government, which has already established diplomatic ties with many countries, is also offering 5M citizenship drive to that is open to persons of all races. And those are some of the top stories on the hour. Thanks for watching. I am Comfort. I'm Mojo.
On NTA Channel 10, a Sunday show. On NTA Channel 10, a Sunday show. On NTA Channel 10.
People, welcome back to the Sunday show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. And we've been talking with Sammy Cole, the first disabled comedian to perform at an AOI live show. And just before we took on the network news, Sammy was giving a word of encouragement to other persons with disabilities out there. So over to you, Sammy.
Yeah, I actually, the disability people should not, as I said earlier, people with disabilities should not give up on their dreams, that they should not give up, that disability people can also do all things. They can also do all things, that even if you cannot do without discrimination or do, but just focus on your dreams. Then by God's grace, God will make it up to you.
Okay. So what do you have in the pipeline? What should your fans expect? Yes.
You expect the best of me.
Best of you. So like, are you working on any new content? Are you working on? What should we look forward to?
I'm working on a new content. I'm currently in a competition.
Okay.
That's fun. The new Vika Stars. That is the name of that is the venue of the competition. I'm currently dropping content every 3 days.
Okay.
So that is it.
Okay. So you know what, Sammy? It's been very amazing having you here in the studio. I'm more than excited because this is like the first time for me seeing a comedian with a disability. So before we call it a day, based on popular demand, could you do something for us in the next, say, 1-2 minutes?
Okay.
Just crack us up a bit.
Okay, this entertainment industry is this Yoruba film industry used to amaze me a lot. For example, a ghost died in a Yoruba film. Then the ghost just appeared in a white shirt. How did they know that the ghost used to wear white? Actually, who is the tailor of who sold the clothes? Right? Who just tell me who sold the clothes? Eh? So the second joke is that actually when I was in school, a pastor called me that see, you know that we don't want you to be eating Holy Communion, but the way that you used to eat it, you used to they do me say it suit me say Jesus died. Say the way I used to eat it, I suit me say Jesus died. Then the third joke is that there was one time we were dancing. I was dancing and I'm a piano.
Okay.
You get, I was dancing. Then my mom come. Oh, this condition when we don't just manage. You better maintain now. I'm a piano when they dance and you cannot see your condition. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Samiko. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been with Dada Samuel Femi. He is a teacher, a content creator, and a quality control personnel, and also the first disabled comedian to perform at an AY live show. And it's been very amazing having you on set with us. You can find him on Instagram at it's itz_Sammy MY_Cole ITZ_SAMMY_COLE on Instagram. And on TikTok, we can find you at
Samiko972.
Samiko972. Thank you so much for cracking us up and for coming and set with us this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
So, moving on, we would be taking a quick break, and when we'll come back, we will have the Peace Corps Commandant with us on set.
Sunday show on NTA channel.
It's Motonic time. Motonic. It's no reason to the last drop. Share with friends. It's good for me and you.
Maltonic is enriched with vitamins and minerals for that rush of vitality you need to reach greatness.
It's Maltonic time.
Sunday show on
How Market. My country people, How Market. How Market na una ogbonge program to showcase to una different markets wey boku for markets all over Lagos, whether na clothes, home appliances, electronics, provisions, foodstuff, and any type of goods wey you dey find. Name am. How Market na the show for una. You go fit know where dem dey sell am and how much dem dey sell am. And if you be market seller and you dey find program to showcase your products, goods and services, na How Market be the show for you o. Join us every Wednesday by 7:30 p.m. on your Obonge Station for Excellence, NTA Lagos Channel 10. For more inquiries, make una call 080. We dey ready for una.
Welcome back to the Sunday Show on NTA Lagos Channel 10. And I have here with me in the studio the Lagos State Commandant of the Peace Corps of Nigeria. And he is none other than Patriot Dr. Kuforiji Onlarewaju Williams. Drum roll. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us.
The pleasure is mine.
Okay, so we will be talking about the Peace Corps and nation building. So last week, Monday, 21st of August, was the International Day of Remembrance and tribute to victims of terrorism, and there was no other day than that could be a good reminder of the value of peace and maintaining peace in society. So the work you do in Lagos What impact have you witnessed so far?
Okay, thank you for having me on the show.
Okay.
We've been able to curtail the youth by reorientating them and by retraining them and by making sure that they are part of the neighborhood watch and of course nation building. That's what we've been able to do precisely in Lagos.
Okay. So how do you, I want to ask, how do you measure progress? How do you measure your progress? What's your your KPIs you use to measure the impact of your work?
Okay. In our organization, we've been able to measure our progress by what happened within our communities.
Okay.
You know, before now, we used to have hoodlums here and there.
Yeah.
But because of our involvement, we've been able to curtail that at least to the barest minimum.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's say in communities like Mushin and I mean those kind of areas where we know that they are hot, they are usually hot.
Hot agberos, hoodlums, and all of that.
Yeah. So how do you operate in areas like that? Because you know some areas would not give you as much stress,
Exactly.
as some areas would.
In areas like that, we partners with some other sisters agencies.
Okay. Can we
like the
such as-
police,
Okay.
the Man of War. We also have CONISA, that's a coalition of Nigerian youth on security and safety.
Okay.
So these are the way that we work together, and we've been able to curtail their menace. Sometimes we associate ourselves with them.
Okay.
We go deep down into them, to be able to get information.
Okay.
You know, going into their midst with uniform is a kind of
It's a deterrent already.
exactly,
You will not be able to-
exactly.
yes.
But for us to get them to actually know where they are, we have to behave like them.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. Wow. That's amazing. So what led you into becoming a Peace Corps commandant? Like, share that journey with us briefly.
Well, like in my family, I'm known to be the only peaceful person.
Okay.
And you know, peace starts from our homes. If there is no peace in my home, I won't be here today.
Yeah.
So, and that transcends into the society at large. So then, in Nigeria today, looking at what is happening, everybody have to be part of what we call peace. Because the insecurity we are talking about today, if we have to curtail it, if we have to eradicate it, we must be peaceful by all means.
Okay.
To enjoy what God has given to us
Definitely.
as a nation.
Definitely. Okay. So since you've been a commandant, can you share with us one of your most challenging moments?
That's not been easy though, and you know, on easy lies the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
Well, that's not been easy, but just like the first question you asked me, that how do we, curb these touts, the hoodlums, and all of that. It has really not been easy, most especially in the tertiary institution, because we are in secondary school and in universities.
Okay.
During the riots, we have to pull our uniform. You know, when hoodlum sees you on uniform, you are the first target.
Okay.
So we'll pull our uniform and we'll be part of them. And when we are part of them, we are, targeting, we are picking those who will go back to pick up after.
Okay.
Do you understand? So those are the only thing that I think it has been, the kind of challenge to me.
Have there been times where you felt like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yes, there have never been time that
Wow. That's some
It-
strong passion you have
Yes, it has been part of me and it's still part of me,
there. Even in the face of danger.
honestly.
Wow. That's amazing. I feel like I want to take this question more personal, but should I not? Okay, so your family, your wife, you have a wife, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. How do they cope knowing that? I mean, having to stay or be at the forefront of people trying to curb menace in society, it's not a joke. Have they experienced threats and things like that? And how do they take it? Your family, how do they take
Well,
it?
not really, in the sense that, like I said earlier, peace starts from you as a person.
Okay.
If you as a person, you are not at peace with yourself,
Mhm.
there is no way people around you can be peaceful.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yeah, for my wife, sometimes she gets scared, but because I have passion and I am focused and I am determined
Mhm.
to make sure that at least in my own little way I contribute to the community, to the society, and to the nation at large. So she has been able to love what I love.
Wow. Okay. So, you made mention about secondary schools and universities, and it's becoming an increasing idea that cultism is the in thing amongst young people. I won't say young men. I mean, there are some females who partake of it, so
Many.
young people, yes.
Many.
So what strategies are you guys putting in place? So is it just that you are acting to curb riots? Do you have a department or a unit or a program that has a way of, how do I put it, of getting young people to come out of cultism? Do you have anything like that?
Yes, we do.
Okay, please tell us about it.
First of all, we start by initiating what we call Peace Club in secondary schools.
Okay.
What we do basically is to get them young, to inculcate into them the act of peace building and nation building into them. We let them see the reason why they have to be a patriots, even at their tender age, before venturing into the higher institution. Because it is what you inculcate into them while they are in secondary school that they will take into the university.
Yeah.
So when we're able to get them young, we let them know that if there's no peace, their talents, their skills will not be, how do I put it now? Will not be showcased, will not be utilized. So that will be at the back of their mind that, oh, this thing that I have taken up, if I do anything otherwise, I will be the first victim of it. So they will be conscious of going into cult. And then, at the tertiary institution, for those that are already in it, we have our officers in the 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. And we have our officers in every local government. So students being culties and all of that, it's not a big deal to us. Now, we have programs that we do that will initiate, that will bring them out, letting them know that with the partnership of United Nations, because Peace Corps of Nigeria today have a consultative seat with the United Nations and the African Union. So we have partnership with them, and they are also helping us in making sure that our tertiary institution is free of cultism.
Okay. Now, when I was in junior secondary school, we had a peace club. Some persons came in. I can't exactly remember the body they were from, but now that you're talking about it, I am tempted to think it's the same body. But my school was in Delta. So they came in, they set up a peace club amongst us.
Okay.
I was part of the peace club officials. And that did not stay beyond one session. Yes. It just fizzled out. That was it. That was all. But in the one session while it was in existence, it was lively. We had our weekly meetings, activities, sessions, seminars, and it was really, really amazing. It was beautiful.
Just like an extracurriculum
activity, yes, and it was impactful. But after that one session, it was not continued. And you say you are in the 36 states.
Yes.
Please, how do you ensure that there is consistency in your secondary schools and in your universities? How are you sure that the volunteers you send there are actually doing what they're doing and there's consistency?
Yeah, we are trying our best, and you know, there's limits to every trial. In as much as we have our volunteers in secondary school, remember, we are still under an NGO. We don't have any government subvention, we don't have funds. What we have today, we are self-funded. And as such, for that, we are trying our best to make sure that the secondary school, the tertiary institution are free of crime and cultism, you know. So for that to be, how do I put it, to continue, that is continuity, the school authority themselves need to partner. They need to go into partnership with us. You know, a tree can never make a forest.
Yeah.
In a situation whereby you go to a school and you are not welcome, you can't function effectively there.
Yes, definitely.
So there has to be a synergy between the school and the Peace Corps organization.
Okay, that's very amazing. So I would like you to tell us one project. I know you have many of them, but just tell us one project that gave you so much joy because it came to fruition, a project you completed and you have success stories from it. Just share one with us.
Okay, I think one of the last projects we did, though it's still ongoing, is this urban farming under the SDG, Sustainable Developmental Goal under United Nations.
Yeah.
You know, we gone as those days that you will need to travel miles, kilometers to farm. These days, you can actually go inside your house. As we are seated here, you can farm. You have buckets, you have some things, you just put sand, water, and all of that. You can grow pepper, you can grow little things that we use on a daily basis. You know, when you talk about urban farming, we talk about things that you can actually do in your frontage, in your backyard, and at the end of the day, when you harvest them, you will see that, yes, you have actually farmed. So I think that gave me joy.
Okay. Speaking of farming and peace, it's no news today, it's not a secret that herdsmen disturb farmers in a lot of states. I will not say all the states in Nigeria. For the benefit of the doubt, let me say a lot of states in Nigeria. Please, what are you guys doing about it?
Like I said, I wouldn't like to mention some things here.
Okay.
But you know, our bill for an act to establish the Nigerian Peace Corps bill is at the Senate as we speak.
Okay.
But then, we have to go into synergy with other sister agencies, with the police, the army, and all of that. Peace Corps cannot do it alone, but we are trying our best by going into the communities, sensitizing them on the need to be peaceful, to coexist with each other. I don't need to be a Yoruba before I can make peace with an Hausa man. I do not need to be an Ibibi or a Calabar. In as much as we are one Nigerian, we need to live together. We need to coexist. We need to come together and iron whatever differences that we have. And these are the things that Peace Corps are doing. Sometimes we go into villages, the northern parts, and the eastern parts, sensitizing our old parents, even the youth, because the future of this country starts today with the youth. It's no longer tomorrow. It starts now as we speak. And thank God you are a youth. So the future starts today. So we need to reorientate them on the need for us to coexist, to live together as one Nigeria. It will work. It has worked before. If only we can leave our differences, if only I can forget what I will gain from you and put more on what you will benefit from me, then, you know, there's this saying that blessed is the hand that giveth. Yes. There is joy. I could remember in those days when I'm going out with my father as a young child. My father is always giving. My father is always giving. It doesn't need to be too big. There was something I heard before coming here, that someone that cannot give you a little when he has much it will not give. Giving starts from that little that you have. And that is what Peace Corps is contributing. We are contributing our own part. But we can do more if we are given assent for governments to take up the burden.
Take up the burden. And what you've successfully done over the years is to prove that with your little, you have been given. And therefore, this is you calling for more.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm sure the right authorities are listening, and we will be sure by the next time you'll be seated here again, I'm sure the story is going to be a different one.
Very special.
Okay, so for your volunteers, what's in it for them? Are they paid? What's in it for volunteers?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we are self-funded.
Okay.
Even though there is nothing, we still need to contribute to the society because we live in the society. We are part of the society.
Absolutely.
And we cannot be stagnant, even though God himself is not stagnant. Okay, so for our volunteers, there's a stipend sometimes at the end of the week, depends on how we get fund. From some of you, like you now, the way I'm dressed, oh, officer, I love you, take this token. And sometimes from our enlistment form, from ID card sales, because every year, all members, they are subject to renewal of their ID card.
Okay.
Then there's this, the particular activities that we do every year, we call it fun fair, whereby we take a card around, soliciting for fun, at least as small as 20 naira will go a long way. You know, a little drop here makes a mighty ocean. So that's how we generate our fund. So at the end of the week or at the end of the month, depending on the area, we give them a stipend, at least to support their transportation.
Okay.
And they love it.
Talk about passion. Okay, so do you have enough volunteers or you need more volunteers? And
we can never get enough.
Okay, so
even the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, they are not enough to curb the insecurity in this nation. So we still need more volunteers.
Okay, so somebody watching out there would want to know how to join you. How can they go about it?
Okay, in Lagos State, we have our office at Jakonde 16/18 Egbe Road by Jakonde Gates. That's where our office is. You can come in. We are open from Monday, between the hours of 8 to 5 in the evening. We have our officers there. You start by procuring the enlistment form, which we call recruitment form, which is 2,500.
Okay.
It's not much.
Thank you so very much. It's been a very enlightening session with you, Patriot. And I want to say thank you on behalf of the Sunday Show and the entire crew. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, my beautiful audience, it's been a wonderful Sunday with you all. We had an amazing time with Sammy Cole, and we had an enlightening session with Patriot Dr. Kuforiji. Kuforiji, I got that right. Okay, until I come your way again next time, I'm still your host, Gabriela Gabriel. And you can find me on Instagram at Gabriela Gabriel _. And also, please follow us on all our social media platforms at NTACH10, The Sunday Show. Stay blessed and keep maintaining the peace as much as you can. Bye for now.
Baby, don't you understand what I'm wanting? I wanna be your baby until I don't wanna be on a long thing. Cause the feeling is so strong. Strong thing, yeah, no fronting. Yeah, that is why I wanna tell you, baby, listen to me. When I look into your eyes, I know go to your eyes. You're looking like my fine lady. Baby, let me be your fool, the only one for you. Come closer, let me host you, and I'll please no one else above